Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Definitely a lot easier to retake the B side than A. And as you say, that forward engagement there, already kicking off the action. Exchanges even for both sides. And it seems like Sentinels are barreling through this defense so far. And you can see Nitro will try to slow things down with the dark cover, but it will require some expert shots to try to equalize this one. 100 Thieves are very far behind, and there's nothing short of heroics now that are required to recover this situation. But it's a pistol, so I'm sure we're going to see them try to come up with something.
Not too much utility here on the side. 100 Thieves to get back in. Can Hiko find a few shots? It's going to be a jump over, and a quick frenzy from Sinatraa means they only lose zombs this round. That's going to feel pretty easy. Yesterday, we'll have to see if it can still happen. Is there a connection between the older players and the younger players when it gets tight, when there's intense moments? And they've so far shown in the last series that that can be there. Zombs opens up this one. Sinatraa will answer with another one. As Sentinels gain quite a bit of ground before they even start seeing 100 Thieves. What that means, Sentinels is already on site. Now it's up to Dicey on the back with the op, sorry. And now one bullet left. Looks like he's not going to be able to get that reload down as ShahZaM takes him out. Nitro fires, and DDK, the first gun round goes to Sentinels.
To mix it up here.
They have the cam in mid to make sure nobody's coming up, and it looks like Steel stays in that for a bit. Sinatraa finds Nitro as they still try to play a few of the same angles with different utility, different agents, but it seems like Sentinels just has 100 Thieves number right now. Lockdown goes out. Patience for 100 Thieves here as they try to go for the retake. And quite a bit of utility is out to find 100 Thieves if they try.
Ooh, nice catch by Asuna through the smoke there, the recon dart allowing them extra vision. And this isn't looking too bad on the retake right now. Sentinels force all the way back to the yellow container, and ShahZaM tries to not allow them to take too much more space. The cloud burst will be helpful. That operator is well in hand. He is a dangerous presence, but Asuna, he wipes the floor with them. Sentinels get totally wiped out by that retake. That's a beautiful look if you're 100 Thieves, and I mean, it's been such a struggle until this point. It's coming, keep the pressure up, and now it's their mix-up back in towards the B site pressure with some mid dark covers as well to, oh, well, I've got to hold that thought. Nitro is able to pick off Sinatraa. I wonder if that would change the plan here for the Sentinels lineup.
DDK, that's one of two ops right now. Dicey also has one. We have seen this earlier in a few of the series come in first strike, but usually the double op is not something you see due to the economy change. Nitro looking for the flicks, knows there's one behind containers. Nitro with a 3K off round, and the rest of the team coming up on fire for a prime game.
Now lockdown will come through from Sentinels. We'll see what that's going to be able to accomplish. They're trying to play this slow and steady to make sure they don't get picked as they push forwards, but they didn't account for Nitro. He found a tiny crevice to stand in, safe from the lockdown, and still holds it down with the help of him.
Standing out the open, why would you expect it? Blast in, so now just going to find one in hell of the tub. And it looks like they'll have pretty good control over the site now, DDK. Nitro always pull little tricky things like that, whether he's on the box at Sea Haven long or right in your face during a lockdown. Dicey drops Sinatraa as the operator starts going to work and coming online again for 100 Thieves. And now ShahZaM is going to have a lot of work cut out for him there, but Dicey gets another one on the round.
Able to move back into mid. Yeah. They are in a position where they can try to draw out utility early on. A lot of teams do like to just bum rush into a site, so you can really convince them to separate themselves from that utility that they're holding. And right now, it looks like 100 Thieves are moving into this A site. They have some of the utility advantage. They're playing with it. Shock Dark straight through to the back with the paranoia. Great defense, though. ShahZaM, he's known for that pistol aim, and it's going to come out in force, as it will for Zombs too. Holding the line at the back of the side, but it's a 2 versus 2. 40 seconds to go. Hiko trying to work the A side boxes to find another engagement, as now Asuna is laying down fire from the distance with that ghost. So Hiko, he finds one more, but it's dapr against 2.
Oh, utility as well, gonna go out right next to him, got a ping, and now eyes focused. Oh, they're just toying. Hiko takes one out, Zombs falls there, and dapr is looking to keep himself safe. Just before he gets around the corner, Hiko finds a
attack. Going pretty heavy towards this A hits.
DDK, 3 members of Sentinels bought down to 0. This will be their 3rd round loss. If they all go down, that's 2,900 they get next round, but this round is imperative for them to stop the bleeding of what happened here in the beginning. 100 Thieves feeling great. Zombs does stop that. Asuna goes down in the back of the site. And now they're trying to get up top. Great plant towards the top side, covered by smoke. The fight in between two, and Nitro finds the kill before he drops to the hands of zombs 3K.
Hiko in the 1 versus 2. He's done this so many times in CS in his career. Oh, he's just been spotted. They're thinking he's going around the corner, though. He might be able to isolate one of these two players. That's how you get this done, but it's dapr to find the shot instead. Very difficult to win. Much needed around from Sentinels. Really nice defense at the back of the site. Where, I mean, it's scary, man. You see Asuna flying in on the rope, trying to gain the space as quickly as possible.
He's going to try to start pressuring something that Sentinels hasn't really been able to see. Dog goes out, spammed. Sinatraa finds the head of Steel, and looks like they're going to try to get in towards Snowpile, but it does not work. Sentinels is ready for this, and maybe we see that reason. You can't take mid. It's such a quick squeeze from both sides. Somebody's always kitchen. Somebody can look down container side. That fight does remove a few members of 100 Thieves, and now they are up against a 5-person retake here from Sentinels.
Yeah, certainly not a good look. I loved, like, tactically what 100 Thieves are trying to do. We'll go into that in a second as Nitro tries to find himself some love with that Sheriff, although he will be denied. So I wanted to mention quickly, we saw Hiko was at the spawn ship at the start of the round lining up a recon dart, which went through the snowpile window as his teammates were coming up through the tube. So that dart goes through.
BOQ rotation off of Sentinels. This time, again, that committal towards A with quite a bit of utility to use here. Dicey can get himself to the back. Hiko has quite a few darts to use. And ShahZaM and the rest of the team are ready over at B. I wonder if the rotation will be enough. Left. It was the silent walk in, and 100 Thieves are going to try to defend A now with Sick opening up.
Yeah, this is going to be very difficult for 100 Thieves. So many players left alive for Sentinels. It gets even worse. Hiko and Dicey against it all. Here is Dicey. Dashes out after that kill onto Zombs. That is not bad. Hiko also delivering frags here. This might be doable, but just as I say that, ShahZaM and Sick will silence the effort of 100 Thieves. And I got to say, that was a great round rip from 100 Thieves. We could see, you know, we talked about it, that initial pressure in mid, it was respected, that pulled the scales,
with the next map being in favor of Sentinels, and the last map, if we can get to it, being 100 Thieves.
Yeah, absolutely right, and I just love how close this is. We'll get another push towards this B side of the map, looking for these openings. Asuna gets taken down by ShahZaM, and Asuna is so dangerous. I'm always afraid for anyone who's in his crosshairs. But he will get eliminated this time. And you can see the rotation from 100 Thieves instantly, just running all the way to this A site. And already there's a defense set up here. Sentinels have all of the edges, all of the advantages in their favor.
Zombie Steel looking the wrong way. 2 for him. The entries are huge. And ShahZaM's going to answer back. Spike goes down there. That's going to be all they need to tie it up.
Planned with that Odin just yet, but I'm sure we'll see that. Once again, 100 Thieves looking for that A play. This is a very similar opening. In fact, it's the same opening as the last round. We'll have to see if it can go better, though.
If 100 Thieves can get the spike down, that's Hunter's Fury, but they use it to open up the site, and it's going to work as Asuna pulls down Sick as well at the beginning of this one. He has had so many good rounds. That is a big impact frag to have as Nitro answers again. We may be going into overtime. DDK, ShahZaM, and dapr have to try their hardest here to make this one count.
There's a very late lurk that's possible as well in this mid position from Steel. Oh, never mind. ShahZaM will take him down, and they are making this quite desperate here for 100. Oh my god, what is happening here with these knives? ShahZaM's really coming online indeed. Love to see that. I got to say, Dicey with the operator on defense, ShahZaM with the operator on offense. Nice early pick from Dicey. That often converts quite nicely on the retake for them. And speaking of which, in fact, they haven't even lost the site just yet. Asuna finally gets taken down, but he doesn't do so without doing damage first.
Look at the
recon
flank.
dart, so important.
All the way around. Steel says no. He was at the back door to enter in at Belt, and he still comes around to help the team. Is that going to be what counts? Power in numbers for 100 Thieves as they retake the site here. Dapr's got pretty good health, takes down Dicey. He was low. Nitro also low as Hiko's going to be the check, and he goes down. It's going to be the 1v1. Will he be able to clutch it? Nitro finds the 3K on the round with low HP, and that was big for 100 Thieves.
It's so hard to predict. That said, Sick is actually trying to take quite a lot. We'll go back, though, after that flash didn't really work out for him.
Asuna doing what he does best. Finding kills in pivotal moments. and making the opponent wish they had not peeked. Once again, he does it, looking for a 3K, dismisses to the back of the site, and will try to take another 1v1. That's been 6th spot, though. It's his playground as Dicey gets the trade with 2 more. dapr again, the last one alive. Lone man standing, and he falls to steal as 100 Thieves will take the win on Icebox. Let's see how pistol round goes as 100 Thieves feels like garage control will be priority to start off here. Great drone movement by Hiko, able to find those Cypher traps with quick firing coming in, and he bites the head off of Sinatraa with the Dragon Frenzy.
Yeah, the brute force there from Asuna is beautiful to see to open up this round. Dicey's quick onto that C side as well, though dapr in the cage trying to get the shenanigans going, although he will be diffused, and it looks very good right now for 100 Thieves, of course. In this 5 versus 2, Hiko will be getting the plant down, and that's going to really put the timer on his opponents here. Sentinels with zombs and ShahZaM looking to see if they can find some headshots here. You can never count out a team of this caliber, of just all of these players. They're so good on the headshots. In a pistol situation, it may look really bad, but you can see zombs is trying to cut off some of the vision there, getting that dark cover on that C-long position. The paranoia not really there to do too much. ShahZaM also can't get too much either. So nicely done here to capitalize on their advantage. And as I said, you can never really give it, and 100 Thieves gather up for that C hit.
And one of the thing I like to point out is a Dicey spot. Obviously, he's pushing through, but being that far down as he gets taken out, being that far down gives you a good idea of footsteps as well on the defensive side of the map. So playing a little default there, but couldn't get the late flank on. A lot of the teams have not been rotating early here in the later stages of first strike. They want to be sure that spike gets planted. Now we see the rotation over. And with just a few members, Sentinels was able to hold this strong against 100 Thieves. That's the round Sentinels was looking for. The full saves allow them to come in strong on round 3, and they'll stop the bleeding.
It is over.
Yeah, no, I love the point you made there, Riv, about how far they can get. Right now, there's not that much info for Sentinels to know about this. Zombs is going to spot it, though. The drone, now they definitely know what's going on. All the ultimates coming through, the run it back will get taken down. Still holding on to that short position. This is not looking too... Oh, no! Sentinels caught out with the pistol in hand. However, Sick able to answer back with that Phoenix. Out goes the curveball. I think it was consumed by that dark cover, though. Using the wall, trying to prevent his opponents from gaining space onto the site, give his team a way in. But unfortunately for him, Nitro has the lineup through the smoke, and it's starting to look very difficult for Sentinels to get back in, especially now that Dicey's able to lay down the fire, the shock dart to finish it off from Hiko, and that was a beautiful...
The spot, back up, create pressure from a spot elsewhere on the map. He also does have his ult, so you want to keep that up, but he's going to go ahead and fire it down C. Does he get the shots necessary? And Asuna once again on the forefront of the squad, and he's going to find the opening kill of the game as Hiko answers back with his own Hunter's Fury.
Great cover, though, from Dicey with that operator from C-Long. Allows the spike to be planted. Forward, slightly forward position for Zombs. This is going to have to be everything here for his team. ShahZaM will be following him, but Zombs has to be able to find a way to cut off vision and to clear the space and get the frags. But here comes the lurk. I don't think they don't have the ability to worry about the lurk as well as everything else. It's just too much to handle. ShahZaM with a whiff, but it wouldn't have really mattered. The trade was ready to go, and that's going to be in, but it's definitely feels like Sentinels are at a disadvantage. But that frag from Sick, and dapr still holding onto the site. Huge neural theft coming through as well to get all the information as to where the players are, and it just continues to get better here for Sentinels. We talked about hitting shots, and that's absolutely what's happening for them. Steel and Hiko left alive against 3 players. Nice catch from Steel, looking to see if he can find where the body originated from as he plays inside of the cage. The mind games start to play out here as Steel is suggesting that maybe he's pushing further.
30 seconds
Holds position, has to hit every shot at this point. They need to get the spike down. They have 20 seconds to do it, and Sick is unrelenting. He cannot be stopped here. Beautiful round from Sick. ShahZaM creeping up. He might find a timing. There you go, as Asuna goes down, dashing out of danger. Zombs can fall back as well. They have the advantage. Gets the tag through the wall as well, and Sick finishes it off. Beautiful start here for Sentinels.
Sentinels know now to take down 100 Thieves. They have to play with something on their mind. They got to get info early. Whether ShahZaM saw something there or not, the team gets info, but he picks up a kill to make it even better. They do lose him, but Zombs is able to trade that one back, and he goes down to the hands of Hiko, but it's dappr's right there. Playing as a team, Sinatraa follows up with the last one as well, and they are all there to help. while Sentinels has an 80%. Super close, and I think we're seeing that right here. But still, they get bind next, which is 100 Thieves. So if they could come out even really strong on this and play on the mentality, the momentum against Sentinels, they could already have this sealed up. But you could never say that when you're still watching. It's going to be 6-6 here as we start the second half, and not too many big buys to come through, just the ghosts. And that comes up big for dapr as he starts this one off. The trade towards the back of the site as Hiko answers again in a flurry of kills from both sides. The 3v2 with an incredibly low dapr and even dead dapr. Now just ShahZaM.
That frenzy as well doesn't quite have that one-tap potential that you might be looking for of a ghost. So he's going to have to get creative here. We'll have to wake out the recon darts unless... Well, never mind. I have to say, honorable mention out to Steel. The Galaxy Brain play.
Frags. Dicey's going to start that off. First blood of the round goes to him. And it looks like they're going to push in to see if they can catch that up on reload. It's not going to happen, but gaining ground is the name of the game here. Sick doesn't think there'll be a peek immediately, but when isn't Dicey in your face with the operator? And now they're a few more numbers short on what would have been this slow A take for Sentinels.
And they got Hiko at the beginning of the round. They made the play for the ultimate orb, so he has the Hunter's Fury ready if it's needed, but it might not be needed at this point. Dicey's doing such a good job. He's at close quarters now with that operator, and he'll go down. A nice double on the entry from Sentinels as they vie for control of this A site, and it looks like they'll be successful. 2 versus 3 now here for Sentinels to defend the spike. ShahZaM alive with the operator. He's been fantastic so far, but Steel's coming in on that flank already in the short position. Zombs, the timing could be very bad for him here if he's not careful. And indeed, Steel will find a better timing. But ShahZaM still alive, swaps out for the Vandal. Cloudburst to try to reposition here, cut off some vision, try to work these angles, find the 1v1s, but it's Steel to get the kill. And then it is the defuse for 100 Thieves. And, I mean, that was pretty close, given how well Dicey started off that round, and the fact that it forced Hiko to burn the... Now, there's the dash forward for the plants. Nitro is going to easily drop down and prevent that from happening. Just wants to delay. He knows he's going to die in that position, but it might have been a... We'll have to see how it actually ends up, favoring either team. Six able to trade. He's picked up a Phantom. We know how dangerous he is. He's got the curveballs ready to go as well, and Sentinels are at a man advantage at this point. They started off with worse weaponry, but now it's looking really good for them.
Oh, just misses that shot. Almost able to take down sinatraa. Asuna's going to be able to take out Sick, and it's just a scatter right now. I love this. A little bit of around the world here coming in from Sentinels. They go straight to B, then all the way through to C as Dicey finds sinatraa. A few too many peeks before they get themselves in contact positions. And this could look dangerous. dapr is just kind of hanging out. They know it's going to be tough, but all the kills from Zombs! Could it be another one? The curveball hits him right in the eyes, and it is going to be enough. Beautifully done there. Actually going to be the rotator around. We see him in the back now, going all the way back and forth. Asuna being the floater, so he can have an impact wherever it must be needed. Zombs drops Nitro as they find a push there. Info is info, but you want to have all 5 as Sentinels now are taking your A site. 100 Thieves are going to start to get a bit of a rotation on, expecting D flank, but the way Sentinels is working here on these rounds, knowing 100 Thieves can come up with such good thrifties is important.
And this is dangerous, very dangerous to trip wide. The cam, the recon dart is making it look very difficult, but in the end, Sentinels will be able to find the frags that they need. But I was really worried there, Riff. We've seen that there's some of those setups with the cam that maybe make a play against with that elevated position. It's the first time we've seen it there too. And Sentinels, this is the danger of this smoke. You can get really close to the site, and with the run it back, Sick is looking to do some damage. They can't escape him. You have to fight, and that's what they'll do. dapr with the trade onto Steel, though, and that's going to be another spike plant here on this C site for Sentinels.
They want to make a statement here. This is their game point round to bring it to map 3.
Spike planted.
I love it, DDK. They have been bringing it on both sides, and it is going to be shots from Zombs. They drop a few more. Dicey, Nitro, and Hiko all left up to keep the game alive, and it's just going to be Hiko now versus 5. It looks impossible. It is going to be impossible as sinatraa hits his 3K to bring us to map 3.
They can actually go through the TP if they get short control. There's also the option to go through the B-long TP to showers, which is what's happening. Sentinels hitting up this A site quickly here. Nitro trying to hold on out in the open, though. He'll go down, and the spike will be planted for Sentinels.
Great control over each side to make A very hard to retake. Steel's going to find ShahZaM as he thinks he has a few more moments to get on that defensive end. And it is going to be the 3v4. Always a possibility here at these numbers as Steel looks to get some camera work for everybody. Dicey uses that chance with the camera noise to get out, but it's not going to be enough. Sentinels are ready and attacking back here. Hiko with a shock dart. Steel with an answer as well. 1v2, and Steel comes up big, but zombs is able to find it as he's turned low for a stinger by in between. A lot can play out still. Everybody's up as they throw util out. Here come the curveballs, and it's going to be Sentinels coming straight out of Hookah, trying to smoke 100 Thieves, and it is going to be Dicey going down first. It's tough for him. Steel hiding from that run it back, and it was sinatraa being able to get run it back to start this off for Sentinels.
Steel in so much trouble here, switching for the classic. Hiko's all over him, though. Hiko's all over everybody at this point. Just dapr left alive here for Sentinels. He's going to be able to take down Hiko, finding the 1v1. He's got a lot of time pressure to plant this spike. Goes for it straight away. He knows that the TP's coming, and he has no idea exactly where his opponent is. Nitro could be anywhere here, and he'll drop down into the container, and dapr is just too much to consider. Nitro picks up the defuse, and oh my god, what a close round there. 100 Thieves needed that. Just as you said, it's a lot of investment.
For almost more than just Asuna on the side of 100 Thieves. But that is not the case. Dicey, be a little patient here. That's the full clear. Not enough of a swing, but a good trade as he gets a bit of help from Asuna's stinger.
That is a sick setup there from Sentinels. That is such a sick setup. They know that Dicey's going to be making plays like this, but to hold that thought because we get that rocket coming out to just get sent all the way deep into spawn. It seems to be the case, at least. Just barely misses. I think it clipped the wall. Very fortunate for Steel. That'll keep him alive. And that's created all the space on the side. Steel going through with the Guardian. Drop sick. I don't think he was expecting that in a million years. Steel keeps doing damage, keeps tagging him up. Oh, Steel again with that Guardian, making it look good. I don't believe it.
Gross. DDK, that was gross. The headshot on ShahZaM probably sent him for a hell of a loop. He only saw him for a quarter of a second. Steel coming up big. Oh, it's because he didn't have the hat on. He meant to do that.
Yeah, I'm wondering. Splits onto the B side, looking like a very fast pace here from Sentinels, mixing things up, using the run it back. Dicey trying to defend. This is a dangerous position to be in. Oh, he's trying to get out of dodge there, but the nades will pop him down before he can escape. And it is looking very tough here. Hiko, great transfer, but unfortunately he can't stay alive for too much longer. Nitro's crept into the site, but there's only so much he can do here. That was a fast-moving round.
Here, 1 minute left. We have heard Hiko say before in interviews that the game happens maybe on 30-second intervals. So you can expect a few of those to happen. And at 1 minute, Asuna takes a shot, and they start to go across the map here, or at least across A, I should say. And the rotation now coming in from Dicey and Hiko. Quick shock dart up, hoping he can hit some of those dirt lineups. And it looks like this will be another round. Uh-oh!
Wow.
Another round for Sentinels, but that'll still happen. That will happen.
Oh, getting double shock darted. That's not going to feel good. That said, Dicey's got this blade storm out here. This is definitely a dangerous round still. Hiko's going to get the tag too, so that's going to allow them to know exactly where one player is. And they'll have a good bet that there's at least another short. Showers is really an unknown. You'd expect there could be one there. The low curveball. Oh no, Hiko takes him down. Now there are some serious problems. He's got a recon as well if needed. Dicey is able to take down ShahZaM with the daggers. Oh, great shot there from dapr. Picks him out of the sky. There's one more to go. Tries to play the time, and he is successful. dapr, well played under the pressure. 100 Thieves made that look.
Still have a choice to make on this one.
Yeah, and the job done by Sick there in... Oh, hang on. We've got a Steel actually just in a forward position. I don't think dapr expected him to just be hanging out there so late after they had taken it. But that play from Steel could make all the difference because now they... 100 Thieves know precisely what's going on. The rotation will be coming through as well in good time, and Nitro will try to hold things down, but it looks like the shots are really going the way of Sentinels. They'll get the spike planted, and they'll be able to defend this spike 4 versus 3.
Asuna finding one as he does through some smokes, and there's another one. Throws out the Roomba for distraction, finds his kill. Is now zombs and ShahZaM doing what they can here against Dicey and Hiko.
One player remaining.
Wow. 2 quick kills. Dicey with the op.
We'll see what they can do differently here on this defense. Some pressure to Hiko.
so much of a find on intel there, DDK. It looks like they'll be able to make quick work of a few kills here. Asuna and Sinatraa go down. Goes picked up by dapr here. Let's see what they can work towards mid. Zombs, he's so good at taking down more than one, and that's gonna possibly be 3. Dicey stops him with a frenzy. He gets a reload on this ghost.
Revealing area.
I got the spike.
And now it's going to be pretty tough here for 100 Thieves because the rotation's coming through. They might just be able to get this spike planted, but a lot of info here. Hiko forced out to take that recon dart out of the picture, and that's going to allow Dicey back. Dicey's in the open, though. He tries to take the fight against ShahZaM, which ShahZaM is going to love. Hiko at least trades it, but he's down to 20 HP, and Sick will finish him off. And there's the defuse for Sentinels. A very important pistol won by them. They really can't afford to put a foot wrong early on in this second half, given the deficit that they're working from.
You get from 100 Thieves. Maybe Sentinels goes classic second round so they can get that econ going. But 100 Thieves, they will come running at you with those buys. Nice darts from Dicey, or daggers rather. And Steel's going to be able to drop him with the Bulldog. dapr answers back with 2. Beautiful at getting to the site first and making sure the opposing team rethinks their strategy. dapr with 3. Can he make it happen versus Steel? Cypher versus Cypher. Oh, that sucks.
And that sucks even more. 20 HP for Steel, and the players he's playing against are also weak, and that's some info. He now sees that one's gone across towards elbow. He doesn't have spike control, so they've set up this crossfire, so at the point at which one player is visible to Steel, the other one also, but that cage, that's the wrench in the works. That's gonna destroy that setup. The timing of that was beautiful from Steel. Oh my goodness! I don't understand how he managed to do that, but he did. That should never work. One of those cases. Oh no. He's absolutely caught Zombs without any idea of his presence, and that's a free kill. This allows them to do so much. They see that the B side is pretty stacked. Steel trying to win the 1v1 here, and oh, the ult pops, and that's going to be good enough. Now Sig, he has to hold on. That is definitely a good hold so far from Sig. Drops the boom ball, goes for another one. There's the Hunter's Fury. Dicey able to dash out, but he dashes into Sinatraa, and it's looking pretty grim here for 100 Thieves. Hiko does have the spike, but how does he get it planted?
This, I think, round tells the way that the entire series has been going. You think it's one way, the flank looks beautiful, but the opposing team is able to react. It's so impressive right now from both sides, 100 Thieves and Sentinels here. Sentinels able to recover after finding Steel all the way in U-Haul. Shots from Sinatraa, and he's going to be able to dodge the Hunter's Fury. Hiko now all alone. He's able to take dapr down, but Sinatraa finds it as they, again, leave nothing to
line to walk. And we're going to get a reset into a pretty quick A hit, actually. So this is a timing that hasn't been too typical from 100 Thieves. And Steel with the lurk through showers. He's so good at those shower lurks, and it's going to be very devastating for the defense on this A site.
Love those situations when one guy is looking and all 3 of them turn the corner. It's like a family photo. We saw him go down real quick, trying to hold U-Haul. Nicely done by Sinatraa to regain ground here, sending 100 Thieves into a bit of chaos. Asuna is able to hit a shot, and there's so many members for dapr to take down. 100 Thieves get a very much needed round to stop a bit.
And so over the drone through, though, and the boom bot. This is very, very aggressive. Oh, the angle there is beautiful from Asuna. Chops off Zombs' head, pushes further forward into U-Haul. They're taking all the ground.
A round of shock and awe, DDK. 100 Thieves have not deployed any of these strats just yet. We've seen it slow, methodical, the darts coming out, the utility, but now it could be a possibility with the spike planted and Sentinels trying to regain composure in the site. It's going to be 100 Thieves taking the series and meeting TSM in the first